What doesn't look right? That you said Olo? Also, who likes our new stream starting soon screen, everybody? We fucked up. Whoopsie dicey. Oh, you can kind of see my stubbles coming in. It's been exactly 1 weekend since I've shaved. Almost a week, actually, yeah. It'll be a week tomorrow. And I'm already getting, like, a kind of stubbly beard. I need to shave again. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. We have the hair growth of a wild badger. Of 10 wild beavers. 10 wild beavers could not match my hair growth potential. Whoopsie dice, who hurts me? Oh no. I didn't know. How's everyone doing? I'm wearing a new... I don't think I've actually worn this on stream before. But this is one of my favorite jerseys. Because it kind of looks like a gambeson. If you don't know what a gambeson is, let me know and I'll tell you. But yeah, how's everyone doing out there tonight? Are you guys ready for some whoopsie dice-oos? I was, before stream, I was struggling. I'm so glad this is where we start. This is wonderful. I love this. I love this. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to change some things. So, I like you, but also, you are no wisp fire lantern, electrifying string. I know what a gambeson is. Cool. It was so cool, in fact, that I went and did my Heelys. You made me whip out my Heelys. That's how... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we gotta heal ourselves again. Gotta heal ourselves again. I don't remember where we are. I forgot that there were maggots here. There we are. I have to go to the fucking sewers to see my sons? My sons live in the worst neighborhood, everyone. Why do all of my kids have to live in this terrible, terrible place? This horrible, terrible place that I don't approve of or like. Hello. Hey, Ole. Do you know what a gambeson is? Oh, wait, no. Hang on. I was saying something else. Oh, I didn't know what I was going to draw tonight for the stream. I had, like, an idea, but I wasn't super sold about it. So instead, what I did is I took inspiration from a conversation I actually had earlier with Doodles, about the Three Musketeers. Where Doodles very funnily pointed out that the Three Musketeers are like 3 musketeers and this one dude who keeps causing problems that they have to bring along anyway. And it created this lovely sort of imagery of, in my mind, D'Artagnan, I think it's D'Artagnan, is the 4th musketeer. D'Artagnan is actually just one of those, like, you know those fuckboys who... Those fuckboys who wear, like, a backwards cap and have, like, a mesh singlet on and a huge chain and stuff like that. And they're just sort of, like, they'll look at you and they'll immediately try and pick a fight with you. That kind of thing. Yeah, so my idea is that we draw Hornet. I'm thinking like Hornet, Garmond, and Chakra as the 3 musketeers, and then Sherma as... gonna say again D'Artagnan, hoping that I'm correct. Who's just sort of there. Those are my ideas. To my understanding, gambeson is an old armor term. So the fun thing about a gambeson, it was basically just like a very thick jacket. And it's great because it provides a more substantial amount of protection than you would think from my description. But it isn't as heavy as things like chainmail, and it doesn't restrict your movement as much. Because obviously heavy armor is like the best armor, but it restricts your movements a lot. As it turns out, when you have big ass shoulder plates, it's hard to move your shoulders. Who knew? But gambesons don't do that. Plus, you would wear it underneath armor, so you would be able to have like a chest piece on over your gambeson. Is the padded armor that goes under your chest plate? Yeah. Yeah, kinda. So, like, you can wear a gambeson just sort of normally, and it will do more work than not wearing a gambeson. But... wait, I should probably rest at that other bench. I don't remember if there's a bench on the way here. But you would normally wear it under armor, yeah. So if you can't afford chainmail, or you don't want to restrict your movement, if you can't... and you can probably wear a gambeson underneath chainmail as well. Just for that extra protection. If you can't afford something like plate mail, but you can afford chainmail, and you can afford a gambeson, you're going to be shockingly more protected than you think you're going to be. Anywho, if you really want to know a lot about armor, feel free to ask Emilio in the Discord. I promise you, Emilio will give you the most comprehensive message about armor that you have ever read in your entire life. You should speak to the caretaker of the Songclave. Ole, literally every stream you have recommended that to me, and nothing has ever come of it. It's never done anything. Oh, you can totally wear it on the chainmail. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I believe, for instance, in... I want to say in Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Dunk, in one of the fights, doesn't wear, like, full plate armor. He basically just wears, like, chainmail and some plate on, I think, like, his arms and shoulders and neck and stuff. But he's mostly just wearing chainmail. And, like, yeah, that's because he can't afford shit. Don't think I didn't see it, Bellringer. Whole lot of helping you've been up to, both here and down below. It's a strange mantle you're taking for yourself, seeing all them bugs saved and wishes promised. You find it strange, sir. I found some solace in the service, and the rewards received have proved a boon on my journey. Ah, Elos. Aye, but it ain't your place now, is it? Sorry, I said aye, and I immediately became a pirate. I see well what you are. Weaver and more. It's below your station. You ain't no common sword meant for carrying on us low folk. I could say the same for you, who still chooses to remain cowled. You continue to pose as only a simple pilgrim. Don't you think it's past time you ceased the performance? Leave off, old one. Permit a bug their small disguise. It's been a pleasant thing to play simple, and I weren't calling for change, even if you seem insistent on bringing it. I've slipped into Irish. Change was unavoidable, sir, whether I arrived or not. The monarch stirs. Its threads stretch far. My presence only accelerates the inevitable. So what you're hoping for, eh? Planning to usurp, to perch above us all as queen? Build up our hopes only to string us all in your own beastly web. Such is the way of weavers and gods in both. It's feeling almost time, eh, Bellringer? You and her who waits up there. That fated meeting won't hold forever. Ready to make your play, to oust one ruler and claim her place. I'll not deny that some part of me desires that outcome. Dominance, it seems, is baked deep in my blood, as too, no doubt, for the one up top. And yet another part resists. A part over time I find myself siding with more. That part wishes not to claim a monarch's mantle. Rather, it would see my freedom regained, and this kingdom's bugs unshackled from their pale chains. Remarkable idea you're speaking there, Bellringer. A world cut free. Not a wish I've had much cause to hope on, serious like. But I ain't so surprised to hear you speak it. For all your helping, I've been seeing it clearer. You still got the monarch in you, alright, and glare of a weaver. But the ambition, that's wild different from both. If you have already guessed to my desires, sir, and share some part of it, would you offer me aid in the conflict to come? Aye, maybe yes. I can barely bear to tell it. But there's an idea, one rare disgust, for fear of her up there sensing the score. You've considered a method, I take it. A way to see a monarch removed, and me left free from claiming her station. We have, me and what remains of my family. It's a trap, of a sort. Beyond the skill of the citadel, one to go further than just her binding. You'd be just the hunter to set it, if you're dare enough to try. Ooh! Ooh! Ole! Ole, have you handed me the secret ending? Ooh! My man. Also, D'Artagnan is indeed the fourth musketeer. I love his name. It's very fun to say. And I am now learning that there was a real guy who was named Charles de Baz de Castelmore d'Artagnan, who was a real musketeer who inspired Dumas. Yeah, no, I think I've told this before on stream, but if you've ever read Berserk, or you know what Berserk is, I believe the story goes that Kentaro Miura was inspired by a French or Italian mercenary named Gotz, G-O-T-Z, that had like a metal hand and things like that. So a lot of these stories are inspired by like these incredibly strange and fantastical historical figures. This is it, the path to Act 3, the Silken Soul Quest. Yes. I will claim no thrones. I will free these bugs. Grant me your aid, sir. If your trap provides a path to freedom for both myself and your land's bugs, I may indeed choose to trigger it. What work do you require of me now to see your service made? Not amiss. It's my family's strength you'll be needing, Bellringer. Us 3 old bugs still alive, spread across this kingdom, and one poor cousin dead and drained in swamps choked rotten. Each has power. Raw, savage stuff. I've gotten a little bit Australian as we continue. For you, they'll give it. If for their fascination at the act, or the thrill of defiance, or because they have no choice at all. And last, as the base, we seek a weapon of Weaver's past. Should still be one left, down there in their largest nest, a snare set of a rune of searing silk. Our own trap will be woven tight about it. If you're wanting that trap made, you'd best go to collecting. I'll point you toward what's needed best as I can. Down in the mosslands, still clinging to a failed chapel, my sister will part with her power if asked kind enough. Alrighty. Oh, I don't say anything else on the subject. Down in the mosslands. I'm guessing that's Moss home. Or maybe it's the... Oh, wait. Is it that old lady that I talked to at the beginning of the game and made a joke about breeders? I think that's the one. Been working so much today, I have a floater in my vision, and I still got shit to do. I'm sorry to hear about your floater situation, Doodles. I hope you find some respite soon. Take me to Bone Bottom. That's rough, Doodles. I hope you get something out of the links I passed along. Yeah, how's the gay, what's the gay house? Is it the house? Did you pass along house? Was it house? Was it house? The chapel maid, yes, I knew it. I knew she was gonna be important. Nah. Aww, look, they made a little statue. I love this place. Do 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 the bugs. Hey girl. Madam, I return seeking power to aid the construction of a trap at request of your sibling residing atop the citadel. Aye, Hunter! So you've managed to rouse the old fool. I've known it coming, felt it, and glad I am. Rest of my family spent far too long huddled and glum. Or dead. Not me! I'm alive! You can see it! I've always been thinking it's a waste to just take what's coming when her up top wakes. Better to fight for freedom or go out in a blaze, oh ho! I like this lady. I like this old biddy. It's not a surprise it's you rallying us to action, Hunter. You've had that sense about you, a bug bringing change and all. Of course, you're more than just a bug, ain't ya? More than Weaver. Guess it'd take someone like you for my family to dare hope at success. Go and prove our trust now, won't you? We've spent our lifetime wishing for another path. With a bit of luck, you might grant it. Okay, where do I go next? Fucking tell me things! I don't... Tell me shit. I guess I go back to, that guy. The caretaker. Who, totally. Absolutely, 100%, that's what he is. I didn't even clock that... that he was, like, meant to be something else. I'm so used to just like, oh, yeah, he's the caretaker, cool. For sure, for sure, for sure. No, absolutely. The chapel maid, yes. I did pass along a house Wilson fic. How's the gay house? It's great. We've turned it into a gay home. Gay manor. Open for business. It's a bed and breakfast if you hadn't guessed. The Weaver nest. Oh no. Welp. Ayla, which means wind in Latin. Turn around, bud. We forgot something back there. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, yeah, we gotta go to Moss Grotto. Moss Grotto. It is a grotto of moss. Also the hermit beneath Bellheart. I'm trying to think of who you mean. I'm trying to think of who you mean. Who could it be? That guy beneath that I don't know. Do-do-do. Door music. If everything is like musical powered in the weave nests and stuff, do you think their elevator music is like, does everyone hate it? Because it would have to be exactly this, like they wouldn't be able to change it. It wouldn't be like the top 40 or something, you know? They would have to keep it exactly the same every time. So they wouldn't be able to like update the music. Everyone must be like avoiding the elevators like crazy. Although I suppose if the elevators do that, people would probably avoid them for a different reason. The guy who calls you a slave. Oh, that guy, you. Hey, Eve. Eva, I am seeking a tool, told to be somewhere in this structure. It is a snare device of Weaver make. Do you know it? I may, lady. Search over from here. I forget what my voice is. I'm sure it was a whisper, but that sucks.
On side where the moss meets the nest, there my mothers built their tools. Old traps and bindings, small things, but tests for larger forms. I still remember their thoughts as they worked, their desperation and their hunger. Another hopeless attempt to wrest their freedom. All ended in failure, of course.
You're a fucking bundle of joy, Eva. I hope you, get out of liquid soon. I hope you're chill. I hope when I release you, you're chill, and I don't have to, like, fight you or something. I presume it's here. Probably. Or maybe up here? The items to the left on the map, the middle hallway. Oh, so I have to, like... Up here, I see. I kind of love the little scuttling lights. That's cute. They remind me of the, like, Pixar logo. Oh, gosh. Fucking came out of nowhere, dog. Nice. Yeah, eat shit. Hope it was as tasty for you as it was for me, dumbass. That's me. Chosen hero of this realm. Can you imagine if there was like a destined hero or something, and that's how they talk to their enemies? Wait, what? Is it like through here? Or... have I already gotten it? And I just didn't know. Did I already pick this item up and I didn't realize? Realize? Yeah, eat it, dickhead. Something tasty. It's straight up from the right side of the pond in the middle of the hallway. Oh, I see. I see where you're coming from. I'm smelling what you're stepping in now. We had a brief miscommunication with basic cardinal directions, which, as you all know, I'm not great with. It's here, though, I think. Whoa! This place is crazy huge, Eva! You've been fucking holding out on me! Okay, that seems like it'll be a thing later. This low, her gaze escaped. Prepare, sisters. Weave hope anew, that we might break free this accursed web born of our naive foundation. It's wild to me that the weavers are trying to break free from a web. Old weaver recording instruments strung with silk runes. The faded runes hold a weaver's words from ages long ago. Oh, okay, so this is one of those things I can sell to someone. Cool. Cool. But it's probably not the item that I want. No, the item that I want is probably it's different. It's a different thing. It's like here. Yo, God. Even the weavers had spikes? Man, there's a fucking, like, epidemic of these bastards going around, huh? No, go back. You were in the right hallway already. I just meant the little pool of water about halfway through, straight up from the right side of that one. Oh. Well, that's confusing. Okay. Also, I found a whole new area, and it's not the area I'm supposed to go to. Well. Oh, so up from here. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, God. A snare setter? Wish updated. Okay, cool. Hermit soul and Seeker's soul. So I know who the hermit is now. Trap? Trap setting tool of the weavers. Lays a silk rune that ignites when foes come into contact. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Okay. So this is going to be kind of like, I'm assuming sort of like the dream nail from, not in function, but like kind of how like in Hollow Knight, if you wanted to get the true ending, you had to hit the final boss with the dream nail. Kind of like that. I'm going to have to use this snare once I have all the appropriate souls and stuff to get the final boss. Oh, I should probably go to that area then. So yeah, okay. We'll go to that area real quick, and then we'll go get the Hermit and Seeker's soul. Which one is the Seeker? Hermit, you told me, is the one that is very rude to me. But I don't know who the Seeker is. Is the Seeker the caretaker? Or is it the dead one? Oh gosh. Goodness gracious. There's lava. There's lava here. I should have put on the magma bell. There's always fucking lava. Always fucking lava. Luckily, I'm not losing much from being here. Oh gosh, why is it so fast? It's so fast. That's quick lava. That's pretty quick lava, gotta say. Okay, yeah. No, let's just go get that real quick. Let's just go get that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine and worth it, and it won't take 45 minutes and cut into Three Musketeers Shermatanian time. It'll take 3 minutes, and I will be so perfect in my movements. I'll be fucking speed running. I'll be like pixel perfect, baby. No one's ever even seen a run as perfect as mine until they came into contact with me. I fucked that up so badly. Everyone be quiet. We're just gonna be real quiet through this one, huh? It will be so good and fast and good and fast. See? See how good and fast it was? Oh, it's another mask. Okay. We got it. We did it. We did it. Haha, idiot. Oh, okay, he got me that time. Man, he's relentless. Silksong, why do you have to do that to me? Silksong, Silksong. We've been doing this for a long time, Silksong. We've been hanging out together for a while now. It's okay. You don't have to do that anymore. You should, you can let your guard down a little bit, you know? I feel like I've been quite vulnerable with you, Silksong. And you've been combative is a word I would use. The trueness of that word is really up to, I think, personal interpretation. In that I'm correct. I'm just sort of right about that one. You are very combative. I like the big grass. It makes me feel little. Okay. Dainty and little like a flower. Let's go talk to the hermit. Talk to the hermit. Talk to the hermit. The seeker's soul is in bio water. Okay. That sounds like it sucks. We should leave that for last. I have to beat the area boss. Haven't I beaten the area boss of Biowater like 5 times now? This game fucking loves that area. It keeps putting shit there. Hello, Mr. Hermit. Do. Tell me a secret, please. Give me your soul.
Niven, so the slaves come seeking. I've heard it. Wishing on the world cut free, yes. Along with my nephew up there. Sounds like he's sunk as simple as you.
Will you not provide your aid, Bug? This trap he plans requires power, and I suspect you're hoarding more than most.
Oh no, I'll give it. Not in the hope you'll succeed. In that there's slim chance. I give just to see that restless energy unleashed. So much soul, found and formed, generations of it, all going to waste. Better it's given a chance to blaze.
Cool, thanks. Oh, it's in a little bell. I like how everyone's soul is personalized. Everyone's soul has office flair for Friday when it's casual day. Okay. Hey, Ayla, we gotta go to Biowater. I know you hate it, bud. Me too. Important, make sure you get the 3rd bench on the way. It'll help you find it. Okay. Will do. Yippee. Yes, yup. Oh. Gotta search here. First things first. I'm guessing it's in that, like, middle-ish area that I haven't explored very much, yeah? That feels like where it would be. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have to put on this fucking thing. Do. Oh, by the way, for any of you who watched the previous one and were fans of it, I'm making quite a bit of headway on the next Digimon partner video. I think it's gonna be good. I hope. Really said that like it was a grand revelation, or like, man, I hope this thing I'm doing is good. Please wait a second. Okay, important. Make sure you... I'll help you find it, you said. Okay. The Seeker's Soul is in that little town-looking area at the top of the map. Oh, okay. So the one that looks like a bunch of cocoons. Like a bunch of circles. Yeah. Can I... If I move my mouse, does it do anything? No. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, that, like, directly underneath the word Biowater. Okay. Man, I've been through this place so many dang times now. I can basically do it blind. I won't, because that sounds like a fucking headache. But, like, yeah, I could. Probably. Totally, bro. You don't think I could? I totally could. Like, without a doubt, even. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't think I can do Biowater blind? Come on, bro. Who do you even think I am? Who are you even joshing right now? And then we gotta kill these fellas. Because not only do they suck, they give me stuff. And we go to the right. Is this the right way? Yeah, looks like it. I can't. No, we have no time to explore. I'm just gonna, like, go in, right? I'm just gonna, like, enter this room. Because it looks like it sucks in here. I kind of don't want to be here. But I do want to enter it just so it gets marked on my map later. I'm trying to give readable instructions. I see, okay. Before this, we need the bench. Get to the hallway that's beneath the one connecting to that town area and then stop. The hallway beneath the one. Do you mean, like, directly beneath on the map? So, like, wait. I'm trying to sort of... Hang on. So, like, where it says... What is that? Bilehaven? Yeah, where it says Bilehaven. Do you mean directly underneath the word Bilehaven? Or do you mean that room I was just in? And I will wait for further instruction. But in the meantime, while we're waiting... Yeah, I'm working on the next Digimon partner video. I think it's going to work out pretty good. I'm excited for some of the references I use in it, because I think that you guys are going to have fun with that. It is kind of shocking, though, how pretty much all of Emilio's Digimon choices were all present in video games. Kotemon was probably the hardest to find, because the only video game Kotemon has rarely been in before Time Stranger was Digimon World DS and Digimon World 3, I think. Yeah. So, but before those two, like, besides those two, it was really difficult to find, like, game footage of Kotemon, because I was using Cyber Sleuth for the footage for that video, which was fine because I could use it. I never ended up using it for Locomon and Grand Locomon because they were kind of... It was really difficult to get to them. I hadn't unlocked the ability to get to Megas. No, wait, you can get to Megas at any time in that game, but you just need the memory for it. I don't actually know if I had enough memory to have a Mega on my team, but I didn't have enough time to grind for it before that video came out, so I just couldn't get footage of them. I could get footage of them today, because they are shockingly easy to get in Time Stranger. Which you do actually have to unlock the ability to get Megas. You have to be agent rank, like, 6 or 7 before you can evolve to Mega. And I think that's fine. I like that a lot, actually. I think that's a decent way to, like, progress and stuff. Especially because in Digimon, getting to the various levels in the TV shows and stuff was always such a it was a milestone. So it should be a milestone in the games. I shouldn't be able to just get to the ultimate level of power right from the start, as long as I, like, grind munchkins or whatever in the starting village for long enough. I think you do need that sort of thing. It would make the game difficult to, like, do, build experimentation. Like, you would have to get quite a ways through the game before you, like, can experiment with a lot of the Megas, but I think most people are sort of fine with that. The interesting thing is, though, a lot of my Digimon choices aren't in Time Stranger, so I can't use game footage for them. For some reason, Balmon and stuff like that also isn't in Time Stranger, which is crazy to me, because, like, upon looking at a lot of the like choices I had for various evolutions and things like that, I kept seeing ones that I was like, man, people really like this Digimon. It's crazy to me that they're not in Time Stranger. Like, I know Time Stranger had kind of a tight list to work with, because it has something like 450 or I suppose with the DLC now it might have a lot more. It has like 500 or something Digimon in it, which is a lot. But it's surprising to me that they didn't go for that. And the problem is with like new DLCs coming out, they're not gonna add Digimon that aren't at the Mega level, because by the time you get to the DLC, you probably have Mega level Digimon. Like, the DLC are meant to be difficult enough that you need a pretty well leveled up team to do them, and so there's no real point for them to add new Digimon that are a lower level. So they're not going to add new ultimates, they're not going to add new champions, they're not going to add new rookies. And it really sucks, because I feel like we missed out on a lot of really cool ones. There's the right hallway. That's the right hallway. From there, you need to head 2 rooms to the right and stop again. Okay. So I did ask you between 2 hallways, and I'm a little bit lost when you said that's the right hallway. Do you mean the one that I am currently at? So like, I know that bench sign's a lie. So I'm gonna just go to the entrance of it. Do you mean this one, or do you mean the one sort of above this one on the map? Oh, it is difficult to not move. Oh, the floor is a little bit squelchy. You know what? I don't think I actually have talked about this before. I really like the foreground effects. You know? This game is very good at making things feel 3D, because they do the background and they do the midground where like all the action happens, and then they do these like shadowed foreground effects. The one under the name Bilehaven. Oh, okay, so the one above me. Cool. 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 There's a guy here. I know your secrets. Bile Town. I know your secrets, Dickwater. Everyone's least favorite area and Team Cherry's favorite area. It has to be their favorite area. They've set like 18 fucking side quests here. Whoops. Gotta heal. I think I'm actually in the right spot. Yep. Okay. So, as per Ole's instructions, I'm in the right hallway. From there, you need to head 2 rooms to the right and stop again. Okay, so I have to go 2 rooms to the right. Whoops. I almost jumped into an ant. Okay. So I'm presuming that's 1 room to the right. Oh, these fucking guys. What with these guys again? Oh god, that's right. There's a whole bunch of traps here. Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay, so another room to the right, and then there's another thing I have to do. Okay, so that's the third room to the right. My friend has actually been playing Silksong. Oh, sorry, I misread. My friend who has been playing Silksong actually kind of likes it. Cool. I'm glad. So yeah, 2 rooms to the right. I'm pretty sure this is it. And stop again. Okay. I'm here. I have stopped. Where is this so-called bench? Oh, I should probably do this. Yeah, it's kind of... It's interesting. I'm thinking about it now. I'm sure there are Pokemon, right? Like, thinking about it, like, there are Digimon that people really like from the TV shows that don't get used very much just because there isn't, like, room for them or whatever. They just... Maybe they weren't as popular in Japan or something, but they're just, like... it being bile water. Oh, gross. I disagree with your friend. Okay, go back 1 room. Cool. You see, this is why you need a Sherpa. Ole is my bug Sherpa, who is Sherping me like fucking crazy to get through this area. Yes, feed me with silk. No, you dickhead. Get back in my eye line so I can stab you for your healing juices. Douche canoe. Reveal yourself. There you are. I heard you. You're probably down. Shit. Oh, we are missing each other like ships in the bloody night, aren't we, bud? There we go, I'm kinda at full health now. Okay, I don't have time to play around with you, dickhead. Is it down? Perchance, perhaps? Perchance, perhaps, per dream? Alright, down 1 ledge. I am down 1 ledge. I am here in the middle. Or need I go to an either further down a ledge? From this room, there's a way down rather than left or right. Okay. What an interesting way of phrasing that. That is super confusing and doesn't really make any sense. Is it this way? Did you mean in the middle? Well, it's not. It's not actually this way. Ooh, I hate these guys. Ooh, I hate these guys so much. I hate these guys so bad, actually. Oh, you fucker. I saw you in the background there. How dare you. These folks are just sort of taunting me now. Got him. Barely even saw me coming. The one you just stumbled upon, yeah. Oh, you mean the one on the right? That I thought was bad news? This one? The hell, the traps and stuff? Okay. Am I going the right way? Well, let's hope so, because I'm pretty low health right now. Maybe I shouldn't just fall down a hole. I'm gonna wait for confirmation because I literally have 1 health left. I have like 1 health left. 1 health left. Alright, you're on the right track now. Cool, hole it is. Oh gosh. Oh, there's so much. And I don't have a map. I don't like this. I feel like something's gonna come out and get me. Well, I opened the doorway. Oh god. That looks pretty bad. This doesn't look like a good scene. Ole, have you brought me to a bad scene? Or have I brought myself to a bad scene? Was I meant to go to a different scene? Did I miss my cue? That looks like a bench. I don't trust it. Well, I'm not a coward. Hey, hey. My cowardice, my lack of cowardice pays off. Their shells are ours. Their souls are ours. Our hate is forever. Damn. It's like that, Oh, hey. Now I'm back here. Cool. Yeah, a neat little shortcut. Well, it's also, like, really quiet here. It's kind of unsettling to hear. Is bio water just sort of generally that quiet? I don't remember it being that quiet. Cool. Okay, and then we have to go up from here. And then I can just go to Bilehaven. And everything will be fine at Bilehaven. Everything will be fine at Bilehaven. I need everyone to agree with me that everything will be fine at Bilehaven. Whoop, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we made it. Whew. That, I went the wrong fucking way. I tried so hard, and I got so far. And in the end, it didn't even matter. I don't know if I did that well or poorly. That'll be a fun mystery for the music people to sort out. For the musicians to sort out. Kill them all and let the musicians sort them out. Anyway, this is as close to the boss as you can get with respect to benches. Everything will be fine at Bilehaven. Everything will be so good and fine at Bilehaven. I believe in us with a sort of ferocious... Oh, goody. Oh, it's a whole boss of these guys. Cool. Cool. It's all I wanted for Christmas. Actually, this is a good opportunity to hit these motherfuckers. Whoop. I almost did their little tactic of jumping in the water. Like, pussies. Oh gosh, there's more. There's different ones. A new design. A soul still burns. This is a cool take on, like, swamp people, though. Like, oh hey, these people live in the swamp. They're wear moss and have weaponry and stuff designed for like sneak attacks, and they swim in the water that no one else wants to touch because it's like it's strategic. It's a cool idea. Okay, well, you seem like kind of dick, if I'm being honest. Got him. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's sort of overkill, I have to say. What are you guys fucking protecting here? Like, this feels like a lot, you know? I guess your homes? Am I home invading right now? That feels... It's getting harder to support Hornet as the hero of this game when you sort of read into the things she does. Yeah, I guess I am kind of like just invading their village, aren't I? Cool. God. Oh, it came the second time. Thought you were real slick, didn't you all? Oh, that one fully took the other guy out. Cool. Hey, hey. First try. Everything was fine at Biohaven, actually. Oh, no it wasn't. No it wasn't. Groll the Great is here. And Groll the Great brought his spiky balls. Oh, and his exploding spit. And more friends. I should have expected this area to have the worst horde fight. The tiny room above Silkhaven is a silk deposit? Cool, I'm gonna use it. That was incredible. That was like, that sucked ass in a way that I have yet to really process properly. Oh, you sweet summer child. Don't do that to me. Okay, so maybe we need to, maybe there's a better strategy here. Maybe we can do something. Something else. Perhaps this? I want the Wreath of Purity. Maybe we sacrifice the Long Claw for one, and then get, like, the Wisp Fire Lantern. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. It'll take some adjusting. What with the shorter range of my swings, of my mighty cleaves, but also I would like to have constant pressure on them if I can. Cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, and this run back is fun. Okay, well, no. Now you see. Okay, wisps. Wisps. Wisps are very good, and I enjoy them. They do make platforming a little bit tougher. Gotta say. Not a fan of what they do vis-a-vis platforming. This might also not be that useful, but we'll see. One piece of advice for Groll the Great. If you accept getting maggoted, then the bottom right-hand corner of the arena is really hard for him to hit you in. Oh, okay. I will try and keep that in mind. Ooh, that almost exploded. That was fun. Interesting. Oh gosh. Ball. Fuck it. We ball. The wisps might have been a bad idea for this, but hey, we're still in the testing phase of this particular boss fight. It sucks that I have to do this whole horde fight again. That sucks ass, Team Cherry. Damn. Like, you already did the Wahey surprise. There was actually a secret boss fight in this one. Couldn't just, like, give me that? You have to make me do it all again? That feels mean-spirited, actually. You guys know me. I'm not one to call for cheating. The big spiky ball can't reach you if you squeeze right up against one of the cell doors. Okay, well, I think Wisp Fire needs to go. We might just have to put Long Claw back in. And this... I don't love. I don't love it. I don't love it, you guys. I'm not a fan. The cogwork wheel is not going to work because we don't have solid platforms. Conch cutter, I already tried. Let's try the curve claw. And then... I'm not picking a whole lot of rosaries up. Is there another blue item? Or a yellow item that could really help me out. Deadbug's Purse. To retain some rosaries upon defeat. I forgot I had that. This one makes me faster. And that's only yellow, yeah? Maybe we just do that. It's sort of a fuck it, why not? Actually, do I have one with more blue crests? I guess I could try and do the witch. I'm so used to the wanderer, though. I can unlock the witch. And then I'll have access to 3 blue crests. Which will give me Longclaw, Wreath of Purity, and then one other, like maybe the Polyp Pouch or something. I use the Conch Cutter. Goal is a pretty big target. Curve Claw is good too. Maybe we just go with Tried and True. Yeah. I'm not picking up very many rosaries, am I? Tequila. Anyone been playing any new games lately? Watching any new shows or anything? I have not. Actually, what have I been doing lately? Besides working on stuff, I played some D&D recently. My character is looking pretty bad. A lot of bad stuff has happened to him. He lost an eye and a bit of his face. and he now gets a pretty substantial disadvantage to persuasion checks, but a pretty good advantage to intimidation checks, which is weird because he is a bard. It's sort of a fun position to be in as a bard, where it's like, oh, your perception's bad now because you have one eye, but also you have disadvantage on persuasion. That's like the equivalent would be like going to a ranger and being like, you have disadvantage on shooting a bow. Where is my cocoon? Oh, lady. Been watching. I keep seeing like a bit of my hair or something out of the corner of my eye, and it's like freaking me out. I've been watching Sentenced to be a Hero. Pretty great so far. Ooh, hell yeah. Good story, good characters, good art style. I'm presuming that's an anime. It does have a very anime name. Okay, well they did bait me on that last one. Okay, and it comes from this side. Gotcha. And I want to have enough silk that I can heal if I need to. Because, yeah, now we start doing the mix-em-ups. The mash-em-ups. The mash 'em, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Gaming-wise, otherwise... Oh, I finally got Crusader Kings 3 to work, so I've been playing that a bit. Mostly on the Game of Thrones mod, but I do think that I maybe need to switch to just, like, the regular game. Because the issue with playing, like, the Game of Thrones mod is that while it's very cool being able to play in Westeros and stuff like that, like being able to play in the Game of Thrones world, I like it, and it's pretty rad. It does unfortunately mean that if I'm not in like a Game of Thrones mood, then I just sort of fall out of the game. You know, like if I'm not really in the mood to be playing in the Game of Thrones world, I'm like, oh, this is weird. You didn't do that one last time. Huh. Spiky ball. Oh, that actually gave me enough silk to like heal up. That's interesting. Oh, what? Do you have spirit powers? Are you also a weaver somehow? Are we related? Uncle? Oh, that took me out of heal range, you dick. Oh gosh. Fuck. You can actually game the silk deposit, leave the room, and come back twice, and it regenerates. I want to make sure that you're getting sort of my... Oh, you can't really see my facial expression at that. What are you talking about? It is an anime. The characters are fun, but not really anything we haven't seen before. But the art is stunning. Hell yeah. How's the story? And, oh, how's the music, actually? That's another big one for me. Story, music, and art can be enough that even, like, kind of overdone characters are okay. They're, like, fine. I mean, it would be... No one would complain about characters who are really interesting, right? But at the same time, it's not that big of a deal if everything else works well. Although... You know, there's an argument to be said that all stories are basically just the actions of characters. Which, I don't know if that's true necessarily, because, like... Then you get stories like Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind. Like, obviously Nausicaa and all of the other human characters and stuff are pretty pivotal in that story. And they make up a good amount of the screen time and everything. And the movie wouldn't be the same without them. But at the same time, the landscape is just as much of a character. The setting and the landscape is just as important as the characters. So, and then you get stuff like... I know I bring this up a lot, but like Dark Souls and things, where there aren't really you don't really like go and interact with a whole bunch of characters. Oh no, you do though. I tell a lie. You interact with a lot of characters, but you also interact with the world, and the world frequently provides context clues that change the story. Okay, so you say this refills, and I can come back and get it. So I can game the thing. I mean, maybe they patched that out, or I'm not doing it properly. But at the same time, there's no real point, because my cocoon's in here, and that fills up my silk deposits anyway. Like... Pure soul blasts that aren't a weaver thing. Oh, are they a weave nest thing? I feel like that's very sort of the ghost and things. The story is okay. The music is fantastic. Well, that's good. At the very least, it's nice to look at and pretty to listen to. Oh, you douche canoes. Scatter under me. I dislike you, swamp ninjas. I dislike you, less friendly Ewoks. These guys have sort of got like Ewok energy, don't they? Like Ewoks if they just sort of lost it before fighting the Empire. If they were like a lot more feral. And green. Ewoks if they had been attacked by gamma radiation. Bugs. These bugs are different than the bugs we is. Because they can't use words good. They don't speak as good or nice as us regular folk. Them's eating bugs. We's speaking bugs. Regular talking speaking bugs. And them's eating bugs. Like normal. Like usual. That's how it works in the world. I don't know what to tell you. Get eating bugs and speaking bugs and dancing bugs. And sometimes fighting bugs. Oh, and sometimes the fighting bugs kill the eating bugs. And then you get big old magic bugs. Whoop. Oh, you fucker. You've taken almost all of my health. What with your bombs and horrendous breath? Oh gosh. Spiky ball. Cutter the fly. Yes, eat me so I can attack you from the inside. Ha 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 ha. That was well timed and all according to plan. This was not. This was a fuck up on my part, if I'm being honest. Who taught you the basic first damage spell in the original Hollow Knight, Callum? Well, you see, it was Benjamin Kenobi. Yeah. Final answer. I'm gonna lock that one in. The Ewoks are called Stilken, which implies that Biowater's name before it got polluted was Stillwater. Oh, that's the surname of a character in one of my stories. That's fun. And I'm mentioning it now so that when that story eventually comes out, people don't think I stole it. Which I'm sure most people know the deep lore of implications in Hollow Knight Silksong. It was the snail shaman. Sure. I believe you. Absolutely, dude. Are you implying that the snail shaman came from this place? Because I have yet to see a snail. I feel like that would be more... If that's meant to be the implication, I feel like that would be more clear if we had, like, seen a snail before now. I don't think I've seen a snail for this, like, entire game. Okay, let's go fight some things. Come on, boys. Fight me. Fight me, boys. Boys. It's fighting time, boys. My boys. Why do you make me fight my boys? Oh gosh. I keep forgetting about you. This home comes with inbuilt giant spike ball trap. Ravenous monsters to attack all of your intruders, regardless of how much they're trying to save your pathetic lives. For which you should probably owe them a great deal of gratitude, and are instead fighting them as though they're your worst enemy ever. There we go. Smacked him back in the water. Gotcha. Alright. And then it comes back. Yes. Oh, I need to... Oh, these guys also say Charlemagne. Well, that wasn't really to plan. I was hoping you would give me a bit more silk so I could heal up, but hey. This guy looks like a big frog, and I'm kind of here for it. I mean, like, literally, like he looks like a giant amphibian, not like I'm being mean to French people or whatever. Fuck. So wait, point of contact damage on this guy takes 2 hearts away? That's crazy. I gotta... One day I won't react like that. One day I'll just see that and be like, okay. And that's when you'll know Team Cherry has won. That's when you know they'll have broken me, where I'm just like, fine. Yeah. Two hearts of damage. For this random boss. That seems fair. It was okay, so Snail Shaman, you were telling me. Was their name like in some way related to Groll the Great? Did they mention Groll the Great? Does that imply... Wait, hang on a second. Does that imply that the knight, the ghost or whatever, was using swamp magic this whole time? I kind of love that, actually. I kind of love the idea that, like, we're a little bumpkin bug using our swampy magic that we learned from a snail. Mm-hmm. No, I deserve that. Callum once again reveals his anti-French bias. Yeah, it's called being correct. It's fine. The French aren't real. You can be as mean as you want to them. They don't exist. Man, oh they... And people say that I'm obsessed with fantasy. Like we were just talking earlier about D'Artagnan, who is the 4th Musketeer, a group of warriors from the fictional country of France. Well. Whoop. Oh gosh. Even if I, like, personally, if I had the Wreath of Purity and I was like, I know... I know that these maggots will never, like, stick to me. Like, I have this wreath, what keeps them away. Like garlic to a vampire. I know that these maggots will never attach themselves to my lithe, youthful body. But I would still hate to be in the maggot water. It looks like the worst experience ever, if I'm being honest. At no point in existence should water that anything has to subsist in or off of be chunky. That shouldn't be a texture that water has to be. And every Team Cherry game is just them creating a newer and worse iteration of chunky water, eventually. And I'm sure the DLC will have its own version of horribly chunky water. for us to enjoy and complain about. Whoops. Hang on. You have to leave and come back twice in a row? Why would it work that way? I need to do something real quick. Okay, there we go. We're all good. We've been going for about an hour and 26 minutes. So, I'm thinking a break in about 4 minutes should be appropriate. That sucks. That sucks, bro. Yeah. No, I think that's probably right, because this game is getting close to the point where I break if I don't take one. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, rude. Rude. I do like the you see, that's the thing, isn't it? That's always the problem with video games, is that you have to experience the I sound like a spokesperson for Nvidia. No, but yeah, I was about to be like, I think the aesthetic or the the aesthetic of like people living in a remote area who set up like traps and things like that and have a more sort of guerrilla warfare kind of throwing darts and using poisons and stuff. I think that's always going to be interesting. It's always going to be attractive. It's very cool. But at the same time, in a video game, it really does suck to play against. Like, it's never very fun to be the person who has to, you know, skirt around the traps and everything, and deal with the guerrilla warfare and stuff. Which I guess is why, like, all of the enemies in every Ubisoft game fucking hate you. Because you are that person. But yeah, it's a lot more fun to be the one setting the traps than the one who has to set them off. You were the one who wondered if Grohl had gotten their hands on some Weaver magic, my guy. Yeah, but then you... So, wait, no, hang on. You said that like I said something silly or ridiculous. No. I'm right. How is Grohl in any way related to the Snail Shaman? Does the Snail Shaman mention Grohl? Does Grohl resemble the Snail Shaman in some way? Did we get some indication that snails used to live in this area? Like, I'm just thinking that I've, like, missed something here. That you know that I don't. That, like, some crucial piece of lore that connects those two. And you have hit me with a... Well, you're the one who asked. That's such a powerful tactic for, like, dodging an argument. Is to provide information and then never explain yourself and be like, you're the one who asked. I kind of love that. That. Honestly, Ole, iconic. Wait, is this gonna hit me over here? No, it isn't. Charlemagne! Another fictional French hero, because every hero in France is fiction. I guess that's a weird thing to say. It's like saying a fictional Narnian hero, huh? A fictional Middle-Earthian hero. Which I guess would mean that it's a fictional hero in the fiction of Middle-Earth. Which, do those exist? Because it seems like basically all of the myths in Middle-Earth are real. Like, they'll say this comes from the age of myth, and then they'll be like, but it was like a real guy. He actually did all of these things. He did like fight 15 Belrogs and kill a demon and everything. Like, it was real. It just sort of, it came from the era of like people just sort of doing this shit. Oops. Okay. When you couldn't remember, I told you who it was. Oh, yeah, no, but like... I reiterate that you said that with the conviction of like, oh, this is gonna be the missing piece that explains all of this. Because I was like, why does he seem to have soul magic? Does he have some sort of soul magic? And then you responded to that with, and who taught you your first soul magic? And I was like, I don't know. And you were like, the snail shaman. And I was like, cool, is that related to this thing we were talking about? And then you were like, I answered your question. Oh, wait, you put more stuff there. Okay, hang on. At the beginning, you asked if Grohl had gotten some Weaver magic. I pointed out pure soul blasts that aren't a Weaver thing, and that then tried to remind you who got you that basic damage spell in Hollow Knight. When you couldn't remember, I told you who it was. But yeah, but why? If those two things aren't related, and if they are related, why are you not saying that they're related? I'm confused. You're confusing me. We're going on a break. Not you and me, specifically, Ole. Our relationship is as strong as steel. As strong as the bedrock at the bottom of a Minecraft server. But, the stream in general. I'll see you guys in, like, 10 minutes, and then we'll do some drawing, I guess. I wish we weren't in maggot hell for this, but, like, hey. That's just life sometimes. I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up? I saw everybody. So I'm thinking, for this one, we kind of sketch it out. Because it's going to be a bit more of like a scene than what we usually do. So yeah, hang on. There we go. Alright, what are we drawing tonight? The Bugs to Tears. The Three Musketeers, but the Bugs. So I'm thinking Hornet should probably go in the middle, right? Like, I'm thinking we do, like, character here with, like, battle pose. Character here. Whoops. Character behind them, sort of, like, posing. And then another character here. Also in a battle pose. I'm thinking that's sort of the direction that I'm going in. So, question is, do we make character 1? So, character 1, is this Hornet? Character middle, is this Chakra? And then character left, Garment. And then over to the left here, we'll have Sherma. So are we doing this? Are the Bugsateers going to be other HK characters? Yeah, it's going to be Chakra, Hornet, and Garment. But is this the right composition for them? I want Garment on sort of the outside because Garment's got like the mount and everything. I don't know if I want Chakra in the center though. Phantom maybe? I think Phantom would be like a probably more of like a what's the word that I'm looking for here? Like more of a villain, like or not a villain, but like a recurring sort of person that they fight. You know what I mean? Like a mini boss. Like Phantom would show up every now and again in their adventures or something, and they would have to fight them. But I don't think that they would be part of the main crew. Maybe they meet up every now and again, and then like occasionally join forces or whatever. But I don't think that they would necessarily always work together. Okay, I'm doing this for realsies proper style. So this is going to take a second. But because I have to get the images and everything. So give me a second to get the reference images. Phantom could be Milady de Winter. I have to reveal I don't know that much about the Four Musketeers. The characters, I'm not going to be able to understand who you're talking about just purely from the character names. You might have to spell it out for me a little bit. And then, of course, Sherma, which I will get in a moment. Damn. Oh. Where's that petition to get me a new mouse, by the way? We're slowly... Damn it. Fuck. Hang on. Antagonist rival, exactly. Something like that. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to unplug my... You might have heard me unplug my drawing pad just simply because it's not working. I have to do something else. But yeah, I gotta download the images real quick. How are we feeling composition-wise? Part of me wants to put Chakra in the middle just simply because she's the tallest. If you get what I mean. Like, I think it kind of makes sense in terms of the Arthos's ex-wife. Who the fuck is Arthos? Is he one of the musketeers? Is he a musket? It's like being a cop. You have to tell me if you're a musket. You're not allowed to lie to me. You have to tell me if you're a musket. A spy and mysterious woman. Oh, okay. So she's like the oh, what's her name? Who's Sherlock Holmes's sort of on again, off again? Alright, we're just about ready. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're almost ready. Okay, let me get some of these images in so long so that you know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get the reference images that I need. So there's Chakra, there's Gammond, Gaumont, who kind of does sound like he would be a musketeer. And then whoops. Went to the wrong screen. And then we need Hornet, who is very small for some reason, and Sherma, who is enormous for some reason. So yeah, Sherman's gonna go down there. I'm thinking like maybe this and then that, or maybe this and then Hornet's like in the middle. Irene Adler, that's the one. That's actually a decent comparison. Oh, hey, cool. But yeah, okay, so composition-wise, because yeah, Chakra often has like this sort of like crouching kind of style. You know what I mean? So it might behoove us to put Chakra over here. Because if Chakra is going to be crouched anyway, then probably not going to have to worry too much about the height difference. His characters are actually a little bit more complicated than I realized they were. Holmes has no on again, off again actually, but Irene Adler became one in tons of adaptations. In the original Doyle story, she's just a woman who is among the rare few who outwit Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, because she's like betrothed to some guy, and then she gets out of that, right? To marry a man for love. Oh yeah, because she's betrothed to a guy, but wants to marry a different guy, and outwits everybody. So yeah, maybe we sort of do a cheeky. I really like the shape of Chakra's mask. Sort of like that. You know what? Let's get everyone else off screen for now, and then we'll do just like a big Chakra. I'm thinking. Okay, so she's got sort of a long-ish neck, but it's very thin. And then she has these like big shoulder things going on. No, wait, actually. They would be pointed, with what I'm trying to do, they would be pointed sort of inward, wouldn't they? Hang on. Because I want her arms kind of out, like to the side. And then her arms kind of bracket. Yeah. And then they sort of do that. So to do that. And they just kind of go down into her body. They sort of just go in. And then her body's like crazy. It's like everyone in this game has such a cinched waist. We're gonna have to move this up a bit. I think I'll just sort of do the full drawing and then we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I'm thinking, and then kind of a thing like that, like she's crouching. Oops. What did I do there? I switched colors. And then that maybe actually isn't thick enough. Or like too ringy. Actually, you know what? It's too wide. That's the issue. Yeah, it needs to be sort of more sloped. Hang on. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Okay. First of all, let's fix these legs a little bit. I want to rein this in. This is nuts. I know she got long legs, but damn. And this way it'll look like she's sort of like this, like her right leg is behind. It's kind of back. And then this leg is actually fine. And then we need to do the tail. Tail just sort of comes up and tapers off. And the mask needs to end in more of a point. What's the eye situation? Just sort of... And then she usually has maps on her back. Hmm. This is a weird shape to do. Looking at the line is interesting because the line is very much more like a they sort of do one continuous line where they go like whoop, and then they only do one line in the center here, and they just use shading for the rest of it. But we don't really have that luxury. You say tell, I say overposture. We are not the same. No, we are not, apparently. Isn't ovipositor where the eggs come out? Or is that just on, like, birds and shit? Well, these need to be quite a bit bigger. They're huge. They're like... Yeah, something like this. Oop, no, got a little bit too excited with that one. Well, that makes the bottom look huge. And you know how I like a huge bottom, but in this particular instance, it's not necessary. It's not appropriate. Hmm. Yeah. Something like this, I'm thinking. And then we just grab that. Make it a bit smaller in front. Get rid of you. Put it like there. And then we'll do garment on this side. We might only end up doing the sketches tonight. Because your boy is also tired. This one's going to be kind of an interesting one because I'm doing sort of a side profile. needs to come down. This goes up there. Big eye. Big eye. Nose. Nose. Do you have little things? You do have little things. You have adorable little things. Yay. Oh, that's a bit too big. You ain't a devil. You're just devilishly cute. Haha. And then you have 4 legs somehow for this beetle. There we go. And then we got a guy on the back of you. Yeah, it's an egg layer. What? You know, I get into the drawing. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, man, I should focus on the chat more. I've been sitting here just sort of drawing and stuff, and that's not good. I have to like engage with people and things. It's a stream. It's meant to be collaborative and things like that. You know, I should engage. And I look at the chat and I see the word egg layer, and I'm just like, I've engaged enough. We've actually done an appropriate amount of engagement with this particular conversation. I should wait until they move on. If I engage anymore, I'm gonna have to learn horrible, horrible things about bug anatomy that I probably just sort of don't want to know. Gotta put myself in the middle management hairstyle so that it stays out of my eyes. Actually, you know what? Let me do that. And then at the very least, I look like a a guest lecturer for romantic poetry. Okay. So, what's everyone thinking about right at this moment? I am thinking about how this is maybe not correct, actually. This is maybe not working with the composition. What am I doing? There we go. I need to turn you. And we need to move you. Let's get rid of chakra for now. Turn you a little bit like that. Make you a little bit bigger. cat on my laptop. Can I type good? Can I type good no more? Hey. You can't type good no more, lass. I'd argue you never could type good. But hey, that's an argument that we don't really need to go into right now. He's got sort of like a thingy on top, and then it devolves into bowl. It devolves into bowl. And do it like that. I will be erasing some of the hard work we did on the bug mount, but that's just life. Okay, I need everyone to get real comfortable with that really quick. 'Cause it's happened. And his eyes kind of go almost onto the thing, onto the little bowl hat. This sort of does that. It's almost like a beehive. We do need to change this top part. For sure, absolutely 100%. No one is arguing about that. No one's even arguing about that, gang. But for now, it's not that big of a deal. Because we can leave it and then just sort of... His mustache is crazy too. It like goes sort of out and then like that. And it comes back in. Goes sort of out and then like that. And comes back in. I want him to sort of be like standing next to his mount, which I know is not his sort of usual pose, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun for the composition. Okay. But yeah, he's gonna be sort of standing in front. I super need to fix this actually. Oh. The fix is so easy. It's so easy, gang. We just do this. We just sort of have it go like that. There we go. Easy peasy done. It is a little bit bigger though. Needs to, and it's a little bit more like round on top actually, like that. He kind of looks like an Omastar from Pokemon. I've just realized. And he's got sort of these cool... Oh, he's got my favorite sort of shoulder pads to draw, because they're just sort of points. They're just kind of round points. No, you know what? I'm doing this incorrectly. This side needs to be down. And this side needs to be almost raised. Because his arm will like be going through here. To where he's holding his weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna put the weapon on like this side, And he's like leaning. He thinks that they're posing for a picture. He thinks that they're having a fun time posing for a picture. But in reality, they're posing for like battle. Garmund is obviously Porthos. Obviously. You know, I wasn't going to tell you about overpositors in the King community, but my cat is no longer on my keyboard and you were rude about my typing. No! Why? Why? My petard has been hoisted. Oh, whoa, whoa. I minimized things. I've minimized things. Things are no longer minimized. It's okay. We overreacted. Okay. Get rid of that. Cool. And then, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all good. This is all good. This is dynamite. Dynamite stuff. And then his body is sort of like oval. Can I tell you about how I have frequently and accidentally used the word ovular in writing? Where I've meant to say like oval. Like I wanted to say like, oh, this is like an oval shape. And I said the word ovular, not understanding, obviously, that meant like ovaries. Which is not a great mistake to make when you're trying to describe the shape of something. Specifically because like ovaries aren't even ovals. They're ovacular. You might say. Okay, so the thing about this middle bit is it's actually supposed to be kind of a point. So it's actually supposed to be kind of like that. And then we have the body. We have my man's delightful body. He's a little bit round. Just a tad. Just a tad round. Just a tad. I don't really have a great idea of what his body is meant to look like besides round. Rund. So, round he will be. In fact, if anyone wants to text me a picture or find my aim and aim me a picture of what the middle bit of the bottom of Garmin's armor is supposed to look like, that would be great. That would be ideal, actually. Thank you in advance. Whoops, that's pen. Probably doesn't happen very much in artist circle. Actually, you know what? I say that. Probably actually does. Happens more often than you think, most likely. This fat bug I was drawing. This absolute unit of a beetle I was drawing. I accidentally used pen when I was trying to fill in his body like a complete amateur. I'm giving him a weird leg stance, aren't I? How's he standing? He's like leaning. So this leg is probably supposed to be a bit more bent. So it's probably a little bit more like that. And then this leg will be like whoppa. Just whoppa. Just fully cunted. Entirely cunted. Cunted like you wouldn't believe. He's just chilling. He's just having a good time. Good, clean, wholesome fun. Is Garmin's entire name of the game. I actually need to fix this a little bit. Yeah, so I made a whoopsie over here in this area, in the whoopsie zone. So fun thing is that some people have fantasies, usually about aliens, laying eggs in them. Why am I reading this? I could not read it. I have free will, don't you know? I have free will, and I could not read the thing that you posted. And no one would know. No one would know or think about it or judge me in any way, shape, or form for not reading that thing. And we could just be free. We could just be free of this and in general. Just freedom. Just freedom from learning about ovipositors when I have displayed, I would say, little to no interest in learning about ovipositors. And quite a lot of actually not wanting to learn about ovipositors. So it's like this. Kind of more like that. And then it sort of curves at the end. No. See, the problem is, it's incredibly thin. Which, boy, if I had a nickel for every time that was a problem, I would have no nickels. Because that's not a currency we use in this country. It would be a dead iron in my hands. Well, a dead nickel, probably. Is that why it's called nickels? I mean, probably, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, I'm calling it. Okay. That's our buddy. So everyone say hi to our buddy Garment. Whose name I've almost certainly screwed up in the course of this art stream. But yeah, he'll be on the left. Chakra will be on the right. And then Hornet will be in the middle. This is my idea for the 3 bugs. Dude, my cat is so mad that I'm not in bed yet. That sounds like a good time then. For nothing else to appease Doodle's cat, to say goodnight to everyone. This is the preliminary sketch right now. I might do the sketch of Hornet in my spare time, just to keep things moving for the next stream. I might also touch up some of these sketches. I like the one of Garmond. I'm iffy on the one of Hornet, if I'm being honest. Of the one of Chakra, sorry. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I had a blast tonight. We will continue our fight for the true ending. For the real and true ending. Next week. Join us on Friday for Magic the Gathering. Hopefully the universe allows us to actually play it this time. And as always, everybody, if I don't see you on Friday, have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week. Keep an eye out for new videos. I'm working on one at the moment, and then probably another one after that. And who knows, maybe even another one after that. And have something healthy to eat. Carrots. Carrots are pretty good. Good for your eyes, too. Don't put them in there. Carrot go in mouth, make eye good. Yes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay friendly, stay watching, stay away from maggot-filled water in a place that has bile in its name. I don't care if you think the salvation of the world exists in there. Almost certainly, there will be someone more qualified to go into an area like that than you. And as always, everybody, stay magical. So long.